You're a writer all of a sudden.
I was like,
I'm a writer.
I need a girl named Augusta Britt. I need a old Southern debutante named
show
girl.
me the masters.
Congratulations on Cormac, though, by the way.
Thank you
It's
so
the
much.
ultimate graduation for an artist.
I've been joking about him being a pedophile for years, by the way, and I can't believe it became true.
When I heard that, I go, of course.
Yeah.
He's the biggest fag I've ever.
Yeah.
Like, he's such a homo. That it kind of makes sense that he wanted to spend a lot of time with a 16-year-old girl.
You
by
think
the way,
he's so gay? The only woman he could fuck is a 16-year-old girl.
dude, he's identifies with like teenage girls. He's like a huge, like off the page. He's a big fag.
I think the girl was a fag hag.
I think she was.
She was a beard.
I think they were just going around like being sassy, and talking shit.
They were like on a bed. He's like, what Pokemon do you like the most? With his feet kicking behind him.
By the way, everybody's defending him. They go, the age of consent in the 70s in New Mexico was 12. And I looked it up. Not true.
Yeah, also, just take the knee. You don't... Hey, listen, here's the thing, is you could be like, he's a great writer. He's a fucking pedophile. Who gives a shit?
Well, he's a groomer. He was still in love with her when she was
calling him a groomer seems gay to me for some reason.
Groomer? Just call him get over the groomer thing.
Get over
we
the
gotta
groomer
get
thing.
over the groomer
thing. Stop getting mad at guys for getting pussy.
Some people are young and dirty and they need to be brushed.
We have to stop the groomer thing, because if we keep talking about groomers, the gay society will crumble if we continue to talk about grooming.
The grooming, I always envisioned like Cormac just picking like fleas out of her hair and like just brushing her, like eating like maggots,
licking her.
Yeah,
well,
licking her.
The funniest thing to me was they said they met in the way they do in that scene in No Country where he goes by the pool.
Yeah, it's exactly that.
It's exactly that
in
scene.
the movie. In the book, he picks her up on the side of the highway. But regardless, there's a weird similarity there.
Yeah, which means he probably told the Coen brothers, because they added that in the movie. He told the Coen brothers, like, by the way, I fucked this 16-year-old chick at a fucking pool one time. You should put that in. It was hot as fucking shit. He talks like that.
Yeah, so funny. They're almost done filming the movie. They're like, Jesus.
Yeah, Cormac.
Really?
Cormac signs one movie deal. He turns Hollywood. He's like, I only wrote all these books so I can fuck more kids in Hollywood, Jet. No, he was also, he fled Dodge, and he had to fuck her in Mexico.
Yeah,
he wasn't even brave enough to fuck her in the United States.
Dude, he sought asylum in another country for being a pedophile. Yeah. Maybe I do like Jewish writers. Here I am thinking, I hate Roth, I hate all these guys. Wait, Cormac is the most Jewish writer of all time.
Yeah.
Wait, it gets that bad? I didn't read the article. I just figured it was more.
The FBI.
I thought it was more
the
liberal.
FBI was kind
of. Well, I think I looked it up. I think the age of consent was 21 for a long time in the United States.
No, that can't be true.
Like
21?
Federally, and then it went down. And I guess someone along the lines were like, how about we all let them decide?
Yeah.
State by state.
Which that does mean there is somebody who introduced a bill to take it down from 21.
Yeah.
Which, God bless them.
Here's the thing. When I heard that, I was like, at this point, you're not you can't qualify as an iconic artist if you don't have a story.
Yeah, you got to be a pedophile.
It's just becoming too much.
It's
true. Like, get over it already. It's like, somehow, of course, these guys.
What about Drake?
When you have no, not him, but.
And then, what's funny is I do think it's different than Drake, that he still had Drake would fuck a 16-year-old and then never talk to them
Drake's
again.
like, I just want them all. I want them all. Cormac, like these guys, these heady guys. They think they're so smart that they've outwitted pedophilia, and they think they're investigating. They actually think they're infallible because they're so genius.
They go, I know the human soul so well that we have a connection that goes past pedophilia.
Yeah, that's kind of how you see, or at least the obsession with it.
Yeah,
I don't think Louis ever done anything, but Louis has this Louis, I love you, Daddy. There's he's
jacking off. Yeah,
he's interested in the idea of a young Muse or whatever.
Yeah,
Woody Allen. I don't know. It's too much. You could read into almost every legend, and there's that one part of the Wikipedia.
Yeah,
where you go, oh boy,
where you go, ooh.
Oh my god.
Look here, in 1929, age of consent for marriage was raised to 16 years old for both females and males. But does that mean sexual intercourse? Here, I'll show
was it legal in New Mexico at 16?
In 1970, the age of majority was loaded from 21 years to 18 years old, making it legal for males and females 18 years old and older to marry. Okay, but here's the thing, is that then, if you look here, because I looked here, It says age of consent in New Mexico in 1970 was 16 years old, but he's running from the FBI. So I'm not smart enough to figure this out because Google's giving me two different answers.
She was a foster kid.
I'm not going to become the age of consent expert.
Right.
I refuse to look any further into it. I give myself a timer of 2 minutes. I get to look into the age of consent laws, and then I just...
You don't want to be the guy breaking it down. Well, a few before that stuff.
Yeah. There's the guy who, the conversation starts, he has like one of those quarter band armbands.
A quarterback.
The quarterback. He flips over and he goes, well, yeah, in New Mexico, that's totally fine until 1985. 1985, break.
Why was the FBI after him if it was...
So she was in foster care. She was in an abusive situation. He's like, I need to save you from this. You're getting slapped around.
Right.
And then they figured out about that because he didn't fuck her, but he was writing her horny letters for a long time. They found the horny letters, and then the FBI was after him, so that's why he had to...
There was a paper trail of him being horny.
He was horny in text for the 16-year-old.
How did it only come out now, though?
So horny, he loaded pages into his typewriter.
Yeah,
They went tick, 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 tick,
and you know that
tick,
was the second time because he jizzed on the first pages. He got so horny, he's like, oh, fuck, and he jacked off.
That was his whiteout.
Devin, what'd you say?
How did it... She was fine with it, right? Till 47?
No, she just...
Did she love him until the end?
She said they always had a relationship. She was like, Cormac saved me. That's what she said. She goes, I wouldn't have survived foster care. Cormac saved me. I hold no ill will towards him for that. She was like,
because she was brainwashed and manipulated by a man who, this is the thing. He's a satanic pedophile. He's no better than Judge Holden himself.
We had some hasty thoughts in the group text, and I was busy being a part of the SEC.
Sure,
but
you're busy doing your own crimes at the University of Florida,
firing the cannons.
Kendrick's album came out. I really didn't have time for this old fag and his weird pedophilia.
I would love you get so caught up. You're at a rave, a frat party doing like some weird gray area shit with like a drunk shit.
I grab the mic. I go, guys, they just announced Cormac McCarthy was a pedophile. Everyone's like, woo!
The South shall rise again.
They fire the cannons off.
Kirk Herbstreit's like, just an unbelievable Cinderella story. She was 16 by a pool. This genius man wandered by and needed a muse.
Yeah, he goes, I don't even give a shit about my dog dying. That story's so fucking hot.
Dude, so Child of God was about an actual child, I guess.
Yeah. Huh? If you think, not much like yourself.
All right,
wow.
so
she...
ahead. Listen, not to sound callous.
Sure.
This was probably the best thing to ever happen to her. When you actually, right?
Well, he left her he left a lot
Sorry,
of money.
Aaron Gwynn.
Yeah. Aaron,
I know how he feels.
Yeah,
because like people I love and some shit comes out. Oh my god, I'm devastated. But you gotta be a little realistic about this. The guy wrote books about like big judges bashing babies' heads. I mean, where does any of you gotta have a
He
side.
also kills kids in the book. It's not explicit, but he kills kids and they keep finding dead kids everywhere. And he also has a little retard he keeps in a cage that he fucks.
Yeah.
What's her life without this?
Probably abused in the foster care system, just spinning out into
so you go abused in the foster care system, or you are the inspiration for for possibly the greatest American writer of all time. I don't know, bub. I'll take that route.
He also,
she didn't seem to have any sort of she didn't hold anything against him.
In the article, she said,
no. She was just like, I want to like tell my life story. The only thing she was mad about was she noticed that they kept a correspondence in a relationship, and she said that she just kept ending up in his novels over and over again, and she was more resentful of that than taking her sweet teenage pussy when he was like 47 or whatever.
Yeah,
it's really gay.
Did he have sex with her when she was 16?
No, he
17.
waited.
17,
whatever.
I believe.
I think he took her to... who cares? Who gives a shit? Regardless, he fell in love with a 16-year-old girl because he's a huge fag.
Yeah.
He's like the American Beauty, like Kevin Spacey fag.
Is his wife upset?
He had like 3 wives.
Oh, really?
And also he's... By the way, I found out in the Josh Brolin interview that Josh Brolin was best friends with Cormac McCarthy and was hanging out with him.
He died.
Yeah, he was like hanging out with him all the time. He says he feels bad. He made Cormac sign his typewriter, which he still regrets to this day because Cormac didn't want to do it. Was like really mad.
Yeah.
And he said he always used to ask Cormac like where he got his ideas from and stuff. And Cormac would be like, I don't know, man. Just asking the worst questions.
I got it from a bunch of kids I fucked, man. Shut up. Don't fucking worry about it.
It's so funny to imagine Cormac though hanging out with just like a Hollywood actor.
No, he's Cormac at Brian Singer's house.
In the hot tub?
In the hot tub with Sean William Scott and McLovin from Breaking Bad.
And Preston Lacey's there.
Preston Lacey's there.
Cormac McCarthy and Preston Lacey were very close.
Yeah, Cormac started to Preston goes, now, when they Todd Wee-manned you and jumped off, was that real? He just keeps, Preston Lacey's pissed at Cormac McCarthy because he keeps asking him about Jackass.
Dude, Cormac's such a fucking gay loser.
He is a gay loser.
Falling in love with the kid, like 16-year-old girls who are orphans, by the way.
Well, he's such a loser. He was very like, oh, I shouldn't, but I will, like type of. Yeah. He was very gay about it, you know.
That's why I don't know if did she say they fucked?
They fucked.
Yeah, they had sex. They had sex,
but like gay sex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a fag. He like took her to a motel room, and it was after he knew her for 2.5 years, and then they made love. He's such a fag, dude. Yeah, he's such a gay fag.
How did this affect you?
He's a great writer. It meant nothing.
It really seemed like it's making waves for the people on the internet.
Dude, I've calmed down since like the Trump stuff, and I'm like I'm done with saying everybody's a pedophile and this and that. And it's not because of the Cormac thing. Before that, I was like, dude, I'm like whatever.
It's because of massive backlash.
It's because it was about to take a career away from you. That's the reason.
Dude, I've calmed down.
Devin, that was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
I don't want to be so... Well, since then I took that edible and I spiraled and I realized that, a lot of things that I need to come correct about.
Sure.
Right.
And I need to stop being so self-righteous about child sex trafficking.
You high on an edible being like, dude, pedophiles rock. I suck.
Why's Ben looking down on everybody that fucks kids? What the hell?
Yeah, Jesus.